Stephanie, wow, somebody is up this early. Alexander, hi. Uh, Let me get some stuff for you guys to make sure you don't leave empty-handed. Okay. Uh, it's important. I mean, it's really all about starting with sources and following up. And the whole game to me is really the follow up. Okay. Now here is. Okay, I put a copy of the LESCO Meta Grant report in the chat on LESCO Help 2. Say hello to everyone. Did I put the chat there? It looks like I put it somewhere else. Let me see. I'll put it here and make sure you got it. Okay, it's there. Wow, this is really early. I don't never get usually start this early, and nobody. Today is about, actually, I'm in a place called Grantsville, Maryland. Isn't that appropriate? This is where my son lives. We're up here seeing our new granddaughter called Wiley, and that's a cool name. But we'll be here for a few days, so if I do live, I'll be up here somewhere. This is a coffee shop in the little town here, like 12 people or something, but there is a coffee shop. How do you like that? Cheers. But I want to make sure that members, LESCO Help members, know that tonight is the deadline for our car repair grant. We give out $15,000 to help people with car repairs. And we do this every month. And some people don't pick up their money. Oh, Michelle, how are you? I see I screwed up again. I'll take care of that today. I'm so sorry. God, I'm such an old fart. Forgetful old man. But here in Grantsville, it's a sleepy little town. It's nice to get out of the urban environment and think a little different. And that's what it sort of opens up, a different environment opens up different synapses in the head or something like that, where you look at things a little differently. And I'm really able, when doing that, I'm able to, well, maybe because I'm so interested in loving more now that seems to be able to do that more, especially with family and a granddaughter and a partner and all that kind of stuff. Love from the UK, brother. Don't be so done. No, it's good because then, see, if I say I'm stupid, then see, I remember when I first started giving questions, seminars, I used to say, well, listen, I flunked English in college. I barely got through this. I had 2 failing business, everything that's bad about me. So people could just listen to the content and not say in their mind that, oh, yeah, but I bet he's this, I bet he's that. We don't know about anybody, but we like to be judgmental and have reasons not to think what's true somebody else is saying because we don't believe something else about them. That's also called character assassination. So I'll assassinate my own character so you don't have to have any trouble doing that. What's wrong with me? And then take the information for what it's worth and to see if it works for you. And that's the important thing. But more important are our grants. I mean, this happened by accident, where we give out grants every month of $70,000, and that's to members. And it's really, to me, it's to show our love for members so that members also show love to other people too. We're giving what we have to members instead of buying jet planes or whatever fucking rich people do. I mean, I see it's the members that gave us the money. And I never thought I'd even be profitable, at charging only $20. And we are. And I'm grateful. We had a big downturn a couple months ago, and I was worried about even if we're going to give out more grant money for a while. and looks like we got through that, and that's a truck doing something. I don't know. I see that in the mirror. A lot of dump trucks. And we got through that, and we cut back a little bit on it for a few months, but then I think we're pretty safe to keep doing what we have, which is about $70,000 every month to people. So we have the one that's due today, and that's for car repair or towards buying a car. You're not going to buy a big car for $500, but maybe towards a down payment or something. But more for, and don't forget Ford. And it's really to encourage you to do research to find more. See, now, if you need grants for car repair, what you have to do is also apply for ours, which is $500, but we only give out a total of $15,000, so everyone who doesn't get one. But you can apply again next month. And then what you do is go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code, and put in car repair. And you'll find 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 different nonprofit organizations that help people with car repair. Why do they do that? Because these are nonprofit organizations or government offices that try to help people with problems to get over bumps in the road in their life, okay? You won a car repair grant in December. Wow, look at Michelle. See, isn't she a beautiful human? But try other places too. That's the most important thing, is not to use us only as a place for grants. We're a place to help you find out where other grants are that you start applying for. And that's a little trickier. And that's why we have people like Michelle and Tammy who are here to help you with that process, because you never won anything or didn't know how to do it. Well, they're available live every day, members like that with their open hearts to show you love on how to help you through the bumps in the road, because there are bumps in the road. Anything new you're trying to do is going to be a bump in the road, and you have to get through that. So, and after we do the car repair, then we also give out 30 free laptop computers to members on the 30th of the month. So apply for one of those, because I think you really need a laptop to get into the programs and be able to apply a lot easier. People do it. I mean, run into members on their iPhone and they've got $90,000 or whatever, and so it's possible, but it's not as convenient, and more so than you should use the phone more for talking to people, because that's what you want to do, is talking to people. Okay, so Tammy put up the application for the 30 laptops. Okay, helping others is what makes the world a better place, especially when it comes from there. Absolutely. I mean, and that's your heart. I mean, this is at my age now. A couple of years back, I figured the only thing I have left to get better at is loving. The only thing I have left to grow. I can't grow my muscles. I can't grow my intelligence anymore. I'm losing all that. I'm losing muscle. I'm losing intelligence. I'm losing speed in anything I do. Everything is going downhill. But love, I could increase. And I think that, boy, I should have started that 50 years ago. But you can't change yesterday, so you have to start today. And it's so important. I think the heart is the only muscle you could keep growing forever. And so that's what seems to be happening here at Let's Go Help, is that people are growing their hearts by helping other people. So that's why people, if you're listening to this and you're not tuned to that, that's what we're here for. Today, I think like 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock tonight, we have workshops live, so you could talk to people who've gotten money like you're trying to get, and they tell you how they did it. I think that's so important. And leave questions for us. You're not going to get anything until you ask questions, until you tell us what you're looking for, so we can help you, what you're looking for, and that's important. Okay, now the other grant we have is on the 4th of every month. We give out $40,000, right? $40,000, man. I mean, again, I mean that's superstar money in my mind. I'm just a small little entrepreneur, and to think that we could give away $70,000 a month is beyond my imagination. Uh, and I have no idea how this has happened. Well, actually, the way it happened was a couple of years ago when the COVID first hit it, the SBA sent me $20,000 because I'm a small business and it was a grant. You know, you didn't have to pay back. And I go, geez, you know, we're profitable enough. We're making money. Why are they doing that? So instead of sending it back to the government, I said, what we ought to do is give it to people and give it to members, okay? Because they made us in business and they made us profitable to stay in business. And so that's what we did, the $20,000. And then we started becoming more profitable. I thought, well, God, we should give all our profits back to members. And that is to open my heart. And loving and giving, that is, I mean, at least for me, and we're all different animals. We can't tell other people how to live because we're all struggling ourselves on how to live. So to me, no one should have the audacity to tell somebody else how to live their life because we're all struggling ourselves how to live our own life. If we knew what the fuck to really do, we would be doing it. It would have done it a long time ago. But there's little tips and techniques, and I think the more important thing we have to give is comfort and love so people keep working on trying to fix their own life, and we show them tools to help them do that. And that's what I see. People, to me, so many people just feel that, oh, I can't change my life or do anything because I don't have any money. Or if you go to Google, Mr. Lesko and your new guy, God bless you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the other boy has 2 little boys, and this one has a girl, so we got a girl. And I had 2 boys, so we're a family of guys. But they're gentle guys, and that's nice. But oh gosh, where was I? Yeah, your heart opens. I mean, that's what I feel. If your heart is open, then you feel more comfortable in life. I feel it is less things could harm you if you have an open heart. If you have a closed heart, then you're protecting that all the time, and any little thing is a cut or a hurt or something, and that's less comfortable to live, at least in my mind. And it's important to open our hearts as much as possible because that's contagious, you know. And I see here, I mean, look at Tammy, Michelle, and all the people that help you here. They help each other by being open-hearted to each other, and then other people will see that, and they'll try to. Debbie C on YouTube says, "Wow, I grew up watching this guy. I didn't see you there. Where were you?" Love my glasses. In the UK. Actually, our programs don't work in the UK. You have probably more government programs than we do. Most European countries do. The problem here that we don't advertise, government doesn't, and that's the problem. So people don't know. I remember you in 1998 in front of the Capitol. Yes, and I'm still doing it, the same thing. But people don't buy reference books anymore. That's how I showed everybody. You know, back in the 90s, I started this and really for consumers back in the 80s, and then. I used to sell a service to rich people and charge thousands and thousands of dollars. And I said, I don't want to help rich people anymore. I want to help people who really need this money. The rich people will take everything and more when they don't even need it. And the people who are less rich really need it. And that's who I wanted to help. So I did it through books. And had 2 New York Times bestsellers, did that for 20 years or more, as long as that lasted. Now, nobody buys books anymore. The internet came. I have an MBA in computers from the 70s, so I was very interested in the internet. And now I'm able to help better than ever. Another truck, a lot of trucks. They look like garbage trucks. Out in the middle of nowhere, I didn't think they had garbage. And so people got the books and they were very excited and able to do it at a cheap price, like $40 or something, because of postage and handling. And they were on bookstores or whatever. But people didn't do anything. Very few people use it. Now, with the internet, it makes it easier to give one-on-one help. Look at, I'm talking to you personally, for a half hour this morning, and Tammy and Michelle and the others are available for you to talk to them about exactly what to do. Here, what you can do is just say, okay, hey, Lesko, I want to start a business in Trenton, New Jersey. Okay, we show you the exact offices to do. Otherwise, before I used to sell you a big book, and you had to find it in some book, and that took forever, and you didn't even know, and you give up and whatever. Okay, so now we say, okay, you try these offices, okay, and tell them you need help. And the best thing to do for this kind of help is to call an office. You don't just go on their website and try to fill out an application. No, because you got to see if that's the right application. That's the most important reason why you want to call first, to see if this is the right place. And that's why people want to go on the line, on the internet, and find applications to apply to. No, you don't do that. You find people to talk to, and that's what it is, to see if this is the right place. And they're available to talk to. Sure, they're not all nice, and sure, you're going to be on hold, and sure, they're going to hang up on you, or whatever the fuck people do. I mean, Comcast does that to me. That's life. And if you don't do that, you're going to get frustrated and quit. The only thing that's the wrong thing to do is quitting. And that means you won't get anything. And that's why the people are here. You have Tammy and Michelle and others here. Stephanie, I forget. Stephanie, are you helping people now too? I forget if you're a navigator or not. And we give stipends to navigators. Always want to make sure that you're valuable. And because it's so important. And so you have a navigator to help you through the stumbles, to make yourself keep going. And that's the important thing, that you don't stop. If you stop, you lose. And it's easy to stop. And that's why if you're alone and you're looking at websites, oh shit, I applied and I got nothing. Or you call one office and they say, no, you make too much money. And so you say, hey, I tried to apply and I didn't get anything. So you say, Lesko's full of shit. Well, I am probably, but that's besides the point. And the government's full of money, and that's what you have to figure out. And all I can do is guide you to the right places, because otherwise your option is you go to Google, and that's the death trap. Google is just there to get your money so they could pay advertisers and make billions and billions of dollars. You have to use the free stuff. And there's sources now that have only free. I mean, you go to findhelp.org, you go to 211.org, you call your elected official, you go to government agencies that are there to help you with these problems. You don't go to Google to help you with your problems, because you'll just find people who want to charge you, and you don't want that. I need urgent help with my small business urgently. Urgent help is usually urgent. And that's Kaylee. Okay, Kaylee, up in the top under chat, I put a copy of Lesko Meta Grant Report. Okay, Kylie, look at number 5. And there's a place you want to do is you want to start talking to people. Don't look for applications. Don't do anything except go to what Tammy just gave you. Look at number 5 and SBA.gov. Okay, SBA.gov/local assistance. Now, what you have to do, I mean, if you don't do this, I mean, it's going to be very difficult. I mean, it's possible to get the help you need, but you go to that website, put in your zip code, and you start making appointments with counselors, small business counselors. They're all free. All these people get grant money from the government to help you start or grow a business for free. That's what they're there for. They're only there to help you grow a business for free and give you free sources, appoint you to the sources that are helpful. And if one doesn't help, you call another one. If that doesn't help, you call another one. You have to do that. You have to keep doing with that, okay? The other thing, because it's a financial thing, maybe you're worried about debt, whatever, personal or whatever, then you should also contact HUD.gov/counseling. And that's in item number, did I spell counseling right? Yeah, oh yeah, and tonight, oh, go look at, Michelle talks to you about Amber tonight, okay? That's a workshop tonight. And there's the counseling novel. Call and make an appointment with those financial counselors to get rid of that debt. And then also, if you have debt and things like that, Megan on Sunday night, look at Sunday, 9 o'clock workshop, 9 p.m. Sunday. Okay. Now, she helps you for free to get out of debt, okay? And so that's what you want. Oh, is that tomorrow? No. Good morning, Matthew, Michelle, Tammy, yeah, Julio, down by the schoolyard. That's Julio. I am new. Okay. Now, don't forget, you're watching this on YouTube. Membership is on. That's $20 a month to be a member of Let's Go Help, and it's all you can eat. We never charge you anything more than $20, but we give out $70,000 every month to members. And you have to be a member to apply to our grants. And there's a deadline today for our car repair grant. So up to up to $500 grants, and we give out $15,000 worth. And the next grant is 30 laptop computers we give away. So you can apply for that on the 30th. Then on the 4th of September, back to school, you get $40,000 we give out. So we're always giving. Why? Because I'm a selfish son of a bitch, and it feels so good to give. I just want to give as much as down by the schoolyard. You bet, Michelle. Just showing your age. I do this. To me, I see that giving makes me feel so good, and I don't know why they don't put it that way. This is a selfish thing. I think the most selfish thing you could do in the world is giving, because it feels so good. And we all think we're heroes. No, we're selfish bastards, like the rest of the country. I feel like I don't know what I feel. I just feel like getting up in the morning and doing this as much as I can, and loving as much as I can, and giving as much as I can every day, and have the energy to do that. And out here in the country, it's different. I mean, we live in a concrete jungle where we are. We walk everywhere and everything. And here it's a kick in the side of the head, and readjust and look, and opens my heart more somehow, and create more love. And even our relationship, that lady lets me live with her. It does something there too. And even age does that. We gotta get rid of all that stuff you used to worry about. I mean, just think when you were in 7th grade, you couldn't wait to get in high school. Yeah, but you learned everything by the end of 7th grade. And doesn't work anymore in high school, right? So you have to keep learning, and that's what 80 says to me. It's just another grade that you have. It's a different ball game, and you have to learn how to use it, and it's better. I mean, you want to be in 7th grade again? No. Do I want to be 40 again? No. I mean, the body maybe, but the rest, the life keeps going. There's so many more things to experience and do and give, and it just doesn't stop. The problem is all our media says, "Oh, you want to be 35 for the rest of your life?" Fuck no! All that I couldn't stay married. I couldn't get businesses going. I couldn't. That's. No, that was terrible. I mean, it was a good one reason because I was getting out of high school and college and the war and all that kind of stuff, but uh, and trying to build a life. But now it's different. I don't have to worry about paying the rent, right? Okay. I don't know how many people I could pay with me, but at least my own rent I don't have to worry about. So that's a nice thing. Before your life is always, oh shit, I'm gonna be, something doesn't happen, and I'm gonna be out in the street, and that's, that isn't there anymore for me, and so that's what's nice. But it's important that you let us try to help you and keep asking questions. So if you remember, go over the question corner, ask questions there, tell us what you need money for, tell us what the situation is, and it's use us, use these wonderful humans that somehow want to stay here and help other people. People like Michelle and Julio and Tammy. It's just who Amber, is she here? I forget. My mind doesn't put it all together sometimes, and it's just so important that you ask for help, please. And the same way with the government, you don't ask for money, you ask for help, because they can help you more than just where to go. I have this Spoonflower, SPOONFLOWER. What you do is they make 3D fabric. You send them an image. So I go on Fiverr, have somebody design something, a cartoon or whatever. I send it to Spoonflower, like for $10 a yard. They make 5 yards of material, okay? So that's $50 material. I send it over to Vietnam, and they make a suit for like $50 to $100, and the postage costs more than anything else. Man, I used to vest fancy. I'm a clothes horse, and I used to spend a lot of money. Funky is cheap, and people don't know how cheap this fabric is. They just see the cartoons, and that's Michelle. Your warmth is. Opens my heart, and yes, and be kind when calling. It's all about how you treat people, because they have the power to help you. They can help you for free for the next 2 weeks if they want. They don't keep score like a salesman, or they can hang up on you right after you say hello. So you could improve their life, and when you improve their life, they want to improve your life back. Yeah, Spoonflower. That's one word. They're down in one of the Carolinas. That's where a lot of garments. My father had a baby clothes factory. We made baby clothes. And then they moved all down to North Carolina. And then it went into Japan. Treat people how you want. Absolutely. And it's hard because we all feel taken advantage of and things don't work out. And that's another thing. If you open your heart more, you won't live on that side. Shit's gonna happen no matter what you are. Bad shit's gonna happen, whoever you are. So that's just part of being a human. You have to put up with all the bad shit. And so you're gonna dwell on it, or get people around you that are loving. If people around you aren't loving, then it's harder to get through that. And that's why come to us, and you get people like Michelle and Julio and everybody, Sabrina, and that will show you some love and hope to get out of it, because you have to have that hope yourself to be able to dig out of any bad shit that's happening, because it's going to happen. I had 2 businesses that failed, 2 marriages that failed. That's the only way you learn. That's the only way you grow. You don't grow from the good stuff. You grow from the bad stuff. And so as a human, you have to have bad stuff. You're not... So I train with some of the supportive people. Oh, that's terrific. Yeah, see, that's what it is. I've been paying for this for 4 months, and I have no idea how to set No, you have an account. You don't have to set it up. You just have to come and ask us for a question. If you don't have your papers or the email we sent you and you're a member, give Magic Mary, send an email to Magic Mary. And she's at letsgohelp@gmail.com. Letsgohelp@gmail.com. But you should, look in your spam or something, you should have an email that gives you all this stuff, how to get over there. So, because tonight you want to apply for the car repair grant, and that's midnight tonight, and it'll be over, okay? And I now have Wiley, my new granddaughter, is a quarter up the mile down here. I got to go see Wiley. So you tell people I've been through rough times for my faith, but my faith has pulled me. Whatever it is, we all have our own way of doing this, and it really, you get more for money. Absolutely, Joseph. Let us try to help you, and please try to help. Please try to help other people. Michelle, thank you for your love, and I'm just so amazed how my heart can grow and keep growing. I live in Australia. It's an hour away from being midnight. Wow. Here it's 9 a.m. where I am. So that's it. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm going to go out and go see Wiley and go. All kids love that. To be a member, I mean, what is, we have a membership. It's $20 a month. Letsgohelp.com. Letsgohelp.com. Thank you, Joseph. Cheers.